Hello, and welcome to another episode of Crossword Radio. This is your host, The Brain, and today is Wednesday, October 27th, 2021. It is the medium difficulty puzzle of the week for the New Yorker, which is true of other puzzles, but just remember that New Yorker otherwise is backwards. Friday is their hardest and Monday is their easiest. I'm sorry, Friday is their easiest, Monday is their hardest. Jeez. Anyway. Today's puzzle was constructed by Nathan Last. That name is not familiar to me. I wonder if he's new, or maybe he's constructed before, and I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, they seem to have the New Yorker seems to have a small but frequent bed of constructors to tap. Let's get started. Okay. And let me check the recording software, make sure everything looks centered. Not quite. Well, actually it looks fine. Okay. Blank, like dreams, are made of desires and fears. Something like dreams are made of desires and fears. This is going to be like nightmares or something. De Siedler von Blank, German board game, created in 1995 and released in the U.S. the next year. De Siedler von the man, or whatever Siedler is. The Siedler von is of? I don't know. Caesarean section. Well, with wordplay, we're not talking about a literal C-section as in the method of birth. Section of Caesar? Not sure. Inflation targets. My guess is this is not talking about economic inflation, although that's usually the context in which you hear that word these days. We might be talking about balloons or something. Well, we're not off to a great start so far. Yeah, right. And so on for short. It'll be etc., etc. Vast expanses. Well, it probably ends with an S. Strength. Is this also plural? Seas, a vast expanse. It could be a sea. De Siedler von, no idea. Crucial trial. This is going to be a beta test. Dim sum mainstays. I don't know. Caesarean section. Inflation target. This is also plural, probably. Empty nest is how you describe it when usually a couple who's raised their children and then their children go off to college and live out in the world. They're empty nesters. Well, I still don't know what any of this is, so. Sections would be like Et tu, Brute, or Let loose the dogs of war, or whatever it is. Word. This also looks like something plural. Thrill. It's held by those who need a lift. It's held. Bus pass or something. Crown Heights Blank Union Housing Justice Organization. Oh boy. Let's get out of this corner. We're not doing too well in this corner. Moroccan marketplaces. It's not bazaars. Finish a suit in a way. Are we talking about a suit that you wear, or like maybe a legal suit? Could be settle. It's one way to end a legal suit. 9 out of 10 people have one. I think this, an innie, we're talking about an innie belly button. I've seen this referenced in a crossword not too long ago, a couple months ago maybe. It gives you a leg up. A boost. Black queer term of endearment. Well, I have no idea. Not being black or queer myself, or having heard this phrase, or I don't think so. You're playing. You could play a role. You're just having fun. Playing. V in physics. That's velocity, right? Just speed. Velocity stat. Unless we're talking about something else. Gives you a leg up, like a boost, maybe? They may end a story. Well, are we talking about like an actual story, like a novel, a fictional story? We mean like the story of a building, a story of a house. What ends a story of a house, like a roof or something, the last floor? Don't know. Local positions? Question mark. Don't quite know. Organization for the Panthers. Well, that sounds like, is that going to be, is there a hockey or a football team called the Panthers or something? Carolina Panthers? Maybe I've heard of that. They may end a story. What if boost is wrong? Local positions. Number one hit for Migos, featuring Lil Uzi Vert with the lyrics Raindrop, Drop Top. There's no way I know that. Strength, 1/3 of a triptych. Well, triptych is a art form where it's like 3 pictures in a sequence or 3 objects. Do they have to be pictures? I'm not sure. In some kind of sequence that are to kind of show in a story or an event or something like that. 1/3 of a triptych. Thrill. Maybe just stun in only 4 letters, like elate or something, or amaze or awe, but none of those are 4 letters, so maybe stun. Strength, is it helping here? Do you have the strength to go on? Do you have the will to go on? Do you have the stones? I don't know. Stream. Maybe like a brook, or possibly to stream as a verb, like to stream video. 1/3 of a triptych. Not sure about stun. Give for a time. Well, I'm thinking either loan to or lend to. I don't know which one it is. Quaint stopovers, briefly. B and B's. So probably that is loan then. Birch bark, for example. Some kind of tree, a plant, birch bark. One who succeeds in a performance. A performance, if you succeed. Well, then you play a role. Hits Control V. Well, that's pastes. Control C is copy, and P was already taken for print. A is already taken for like select all, so I think they just said, well, V is next to C, so let's do that. Local positions, and we have ends in B. A word ending in B is fairly unusual. And it's plural, of course, but not too many words end in B. What could this be? Local positions. Stream. Musical genre that flourished after the Trujillo dictatorship. Is this bachata? Off the top of my head, I don't know where Trujillo is from, but there's a Dominican, I think, genre of music called bachata. I just look at it, start with the B-A. I'm just trying to think of what that. I mean, Trujillo obviously sounds, Central or South American. So could be bachata. Ben in Ben. I don't know what that's getting at. Is there a movie called Ben, or a book or something? Ben. They may be topped with crowns. Teeth. You can get crowns on your teeth. Tara of the Sharknado franchise, or Tara. Nobelist Paul, who helped develop quantum mechanics. I don't know that, unfortunately. Oh, was that her? Paul Dirac or Dirac or Doric or something? There was something like that came up a couple weeks ago. Sullied. Well, probably ends in a D. Enormous file transfers colloquially. Like data something? Al, who created Earthquake Magoon and Fearless Fosdick. Al Gore? I don't know. Are those characters? Earthquake Magoon? Audio files? eBay purchase, perhaps. An audio file. Like a record? A vinyl record? Ben. Potato. Are we asking for his name? Are we asking for the kind of thing that he is? Pet. Is he a pet cat or something? Pet rat? Like a tape deck? Do audiophiles like cassette tapes? I thought they liked records. Cap. Al Cap. I think I've heard that before. Check time or check time. Like the end of the meal when you know it's time for your check? Or are we talking about like to check the time? Organization Weeds. Well, it's probably the Drug Enforcement Agency. Fingered. If you finger someone, you accuse them or ID them. Again, past tense probably ends in named, maybe. You can name names. Data dumps. Letters next to a pound sign, perhaps. I wonder if something in here is wrong. Check time. Letters. ASPCA. A pound is in like a dog pound. So the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. I still don't quite know what this is. Check time. Meddling. If you're meddling, you're pesky. Payday. Okay, yeah, time for your paycheck. Okay. Largest source of U.S. food benefits in the U.S. The SNAP program, I believe, is what that's called. When people talk about food stamps, I think that's what they're talking about, the SNAP program. Don't tase me, bro. Okay. Yeah, from that famous video. Viral video. One who succeeds in a performance. Oh, an understudy. Succeeds. Not like succeeds as in is successful, but succeeds as in comes after. There we go. Academy Award for Chloe Zhao. Wasn't she the director of oh man, I'm losing it. I can't remember. Parasite? Stream. Run Past or something? Birch Bark. This ending in B is still weird, although I like the rest of this. This could still be cat or rat with probably not double C right there in that name. It's probably a rat. Tara Reid. Dirac. Friendly introduction. When I was growing up in Massachusetts, I remember there was a chain of like local diner places, like a Denny's or something, and it was called Friendly's. And they had like ice cream, oddly enough, and you could find in the local grocery stores. You could find Friendly's ice cream. I wonder if that's still a thing. How it started photo. When we talk about the before and the after photo. Before and after pic or something. Friendly introduction. Oh, so yeah. Again, in crosswords, if you see the word intro or introduction, outro or beginning or ending, or opener or closer, they're often talking about prefixes and suffixes. So an introduction is a prefix to the word friendly. It could be eco-friendly. Petri dish occupant. Well, those are usually bacteria that you're trying to grow. Something cells, like one-celled organisms or something. Cod pieces. Well, not talking about the cod piece, the clothing. I think they're talking about pieces of cod, the fish. So fish have fins. Bogus. Oh man, that's bogus. That's I don't know. It's whack. Oops. Freya, get down. Sorry, my cat. She's usually not the very friendly one, but she's being very friendly right now. Get down. Come on. All right. Here we go. Malcolm X's birthplace. I don't think I know. 5 letters starts with O. Osaka? Japan? Is that possible? Omaha. Yeah, there we go. That sounds a lot more plausible. It's bogus. That's, I don't know. Something song. Hit for South Korean rapper Zico. Nope. Shakespeare character who says, jesters do oft prove prophets. Looks like Romeo to me. Bogus, man. That's shed. Maybe Omaha's wrong. Rectory. Okay. The rectory, is that the house that is on the church grounds that the priest lives in, or pastor, or whatever? Sometimes called a manse, maybe? Rectory. I might be thinking of something else. There's so many various church terms. I don't know them all. Didn't grow up in the church or anything. Okay, Know Your Blank, podcast with the tagline, A Leftist's Guide to the Conservative Movement. Know Your Enemy, probably, with the title like that. Bogus, man. That's, I don't know. Fins maybe is wrong. I like it. I don't know if I like those answers, though. Something name. I don't know about fins. I like before. Anyway, word with paw or finger. Word with paw or finger. Can't think of it. Dorothy L. Blank, the creator of Lord Peter Wimsey. I don't know that either. Stickler for tradition. Like a fogey or something like that, an old fogey. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Philosopher who coined the phrase, the right to have rights. DT. Looks wrong. Kant? Immanuel Kant? How do you spell that? DT. Best director. I like before. I mean, it's probably going to start with best something for the Academy Award. Best actor, best whatever. And with understudy and loan to and all these, I like director. I like teeth. DT. Immanuel Kant. Can't. I'm not sure. Might be not even that. Sullied. If you sullied something, you sort of ruined it. You dirtied it. Dirtied? Paw or finger? Man, lots of proper nouns that I don't know today. It's held by those who need a lift. Step ladder. No, I don't know. Crown Heights Blank Union Housing Justice Organization. No. Crown Heights Housing Justice Organization. Tenant Union. Not tenant. Crown Heights Tenant Union. Crown Heights. That makes sense. Strength. With the strength, you have the stuff. Blank like dreams are made of desires and fears. Inflation targets. Yeah, right. Dream on, buddy. Word. Maybe just like okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Maybe I like test for trial. Tenant, etc. Maybe it's not beta. Man, we are stuck. Yeah, right. Migos. Thrill. Birch bark. I was thinking this was like run past, stream. If this was a P, what would that be? Panda, but birch bark, for example. And this is just throwing me. They may end a story. Playing. 9 out of 10 people have one. I guess maybe that's wrong. But that came up as a crossword clue recently, and I don't. If it's not that, I have absolutely no idea what else it might be. Gives you a leg up. V in physics. Not velocity, apparently. Is that lowercase v and capital V is something else? Maybe it doesn't start with V, maybe for some reason. End of story. Some kind of fees or something? For Migos. We're nearing the point where I need to start looking stuff up to get some letters in the grid. 21 minutes, and we are stuck. Dim sum mainstays. This is also plural, but it could be something like earlier in the word. This could be a multi-word thing. Some kind of cakes, crab cakes. Okay, that maybe just came to me. It's held. Okay. A ski pole, like a ski lift or something. What is this? Strength. Sinus. Sinew. Words fit there. Since. Signs. Boy. Ski something. A ski just pole. Ski pole. Ski pass. Something ist. I like S there. Ski pass. For whatever this is, stickler for tradition. One hit. There's just so many things that could be. You betcha. Inflation. Caesarean section. Is this going to be just like a clue meaning just a Roman word or a Latin word for some kind of section? Like atrii or something? Blank. De Siedler von... Oh, I just realized what I think this is. Is this Settlers of Catan? Die Siedler von Catan? The Settlers of Catan? Crucial. Trial. Word. Maybe amen. It's not crab cakes. What is this? What other kind of cakes do they have on... dim sum? Is that Chinese food? Crucial trial. Well, it's not beta anymore. Do they spell alpha tests like that? I don't think they do. I was thinking this might be egos, but you don't spell egos with an E, do you? I think it's just like that. Crucial trial. Like an animal test or something. Well, Decidler von Catan got me a couple answers, but don't think... are we still stuck? Yeah, right. I don't get it. Maybe. Paw paint? Finger paint? Paw paint? Never heard of paw painting. What letter goes before a P? Like an S? Specimen. Okay, specimen? Do you spell it with no? God pieces. Maybe it is fins. Omaha. Bogus. A shem? A sham. Okay, so it's not Romeo. Jeez, I don't know. Any song, Amy song, Reman. Is that a Shakespeare character? Let's delete that for now. Something name. I think this is a manual. No, maybe not. Number one hit from Migos. Go dance out. I don't know. There's no way this ends in C, though, right? Strength. Okay, well, before we start looking stuff up, let's do a check just to see if we have anything wrong. We have so much wrong. Okay, finger point, paw point. Finger point. I don't something. Yeah, right. Oh, tenant. Oops, I just spelled that wrong. 1/3 of a triptych. Strength. Man. Philosopher. Yeah, right. I don't see it, maybe. What the hell is this? Rectory. Stickler for tradition. There's no way. Skid dance. I don't know. Taro cakes. Caesarean section. Cities like dreams are made of desires and fears. Inflation. And tears. Oh. Tires. Okay. I came, I saw, I conquered. Acid test. Not quite sure what that means. A crucial trial, an acid test. Okay, stream. Local positions. You could have a local train. What kind of local things can you have? A local television station, but you wouldn't call it the local, and like you would a local train. Playing. For some reason, I want to say this is in as. Like, oh, he's playing something, a role in a movie. He is in that movie as blah. But, yeah, that's wrong. And all the rest of that is wrong, too. It's not point. It's not paint. We're running out of vowels here. A, E, I, O, U. Fingerprint or paw print. It's none of those. Parsonage? Is that a word that I've heard? A papist maybe is a stickler for tradition. Yeah, I don't know. None of this. I'm just so lost for so many things I don't know. This number one hit. This person. What is this? Stickler for tradition. Maybe a purist. There we go. I just don't know this philosopher. Don't know this author or whatever. I don't. Something it. Yeah, right. I don't believe it. I don't. 3-letter words with a middle vowel of U. Can't be too many of those. Bum it. Bum. Gun. Run. Cut. I don't cut it. I don't. Mach. Thrill. Stream. Birch bark. Oh, a panel. Okay. Thrill is no longer stun. Could be a thrill. Like, oh, that was a thrill. Don't know this answer. Let's look this one up because I don't know it. It'll probably let me break into the rest of the puzzle here. Migos featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Migos. Lil Uzi Vert. Bad and bougie. Spelled Boujee. Bad and bougie. Double J, was that really? No, double E. Bad and bougie. Never, absolutely in 1,000 years would have gotten that. I don't buy it. Sayers, I mean, it's a vowel of some kind, right? Let's see. Stream. Thrill. Send, maybe? I mean, again, it's a vowel. Sand. I don't get that. E, send. I-O-U. Y. The only thing that vaguely makes us go, that thrills me, that sends me, maybe. That is the only thing I think can work there. With this word, is this webcast? Sinew? Strength? Sinew? I've never heard sinew to mean strength. Like you can say, oh, he was describe someone as like sinewy. Usually that just means kind of skinny, not a lot of fat on their bones, that kind of thing. Birch bark. I think that's going to be an O, because what other word thing could that be other than job? Birch bark, for example. They may end a story. Cannon, birch bark. Well, I mean, again, how many words possibly fit this pattern? Canoe, a birch bark canoe. Is some kind of fees. I said that so long ago. Maybe union jobs. Yeah, okay. So, the local 53, welders union or whatever. A volt, maybe. End a story. Playing. With a V. Doesn't look right. I like union jobs. Moroccan marketplaces. Well, it's not bazaar. Excuse me, it's not bazaars. You're playing. Gives you a leg up. What gives you a leg up? What other kind of legs might we be talking about? End of story. What kind of story are we talking about? I mean, that looks like Volt. I just cannot think of what that would be. On TV. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay, it is Volt. I just don't know this word. Or I know it, but I can't conjure it right now. Gives you a stilt, I guess. Till fees, mill fees, the end of story. What kind of story are we talking about? Sis? They may end a story. I mean, bill fees. Fill fees. Gee, Gill. Jill. Kill fees. They may end a story. Nil. A lot of words fit this pattern. Q. R. S. Sill fees. T. Till. End of story. Well, I don't know. We have just a couple letters. I've been defeated once again by the puzzle. So I've never heard of this Shakespeare character. What is it? Regan, any song. Okay, fine. Never heard of either of these two people. Aren't Sayers. Okay, fine. And then whatever this is. Souks, kill fees. I'm not sure. Kill fees. Anyway, there we go. That's it. It's been kind of a long one. I went through too much ending here. Bad and bougie. Very difficult to spell. Very weird word. Bougie is just a made up word. Because bourgeois is spelled like bourgeoisie. Right? Bourgeois or the bourgeois. Person belonging to the middle class. So I always thought bougie was going to be spelled something like, because I've heard the phrase, like bourgie or something like that. Slender, flexible, cylindrical instrument. Well, not that. If we search for bougie spelled like that, what does bougie? I guess is that the acceptable phrase of the acceptable spelling of the word bougie? Yeah. Interchangeably slang words for seeming rich. It's easy to see why. Right. Bougie or boogie. Bougie. What? Bougie. So this is bougie and this is bougie. So like a soft j versus a hard j. Bougie. Bougie. I don't know. Don't know. Not going to pretend to understand slang. Sinew. Sure. Webcast. I mean, that's a very outdated term at this point, but there you go. Not as outdated as some of the stuff in the crossword. Oh, acid test. What's an acid test? Let's look that up. A decisive or critical test. Okay, a rigorous test. Why acid? What does that mean? Oh, a way he tested gold with nitric acid because true gold is not affected, but I guess fake gold is affected in some way. Okay. All right. That does it. That's all for me. The Brain. I will see you Friday for the easy puzzle. Maybe one time this week I won't be defeated. So that would be nice. I will see you then.